Hello grade 8 students, this video is going to guide you through the rules of LMS cricket, some common situations you can face in a real game, cricket techniques, positioning and strategies. As known, last man standing cricket is a form of cricket played with only 8 players per side. It originated in England in 2005 and it's a 20 over format where a ping ball is utilized. First, let's start this video by talking about the last man standing cricket rules. Last man stands rule. All 8 wickets are needed to bowl a team out. When the 7th wicket falls, the last man stands on his own. The last man can only score 2, 4 or 6 of any ball. The ball is only dead when the batsman is behind the batting crease at the striker's end of pitch. When the last man stands, he or she can only be run out at the batting crease, keeper's end. If a batsman is run out under this rule, he or she will not get any runs for completing the first run. In other words, it's 2 if he completes the 2 and 0 if he doesn't. Double play. 2 players can be dismissed of the same delivery, caught out and run out. When the striker is out caught, the fielding team may run the non-striker out if he is out of his crease. The ball is only dead when the non-striker has grounded his bat at the bowler's end of the pitch, popping crease. A double play can only be effected of a catch and can only be completed at the non-striker's end. The bowler is only awarded the caught wicket and the teams awarded the run-out wicket. Penalty balls. A penalty ball is a wide or a no ball. The first penalty ball results in 1 extra run for the batsman and 1 extra ball for the bowler. The second penalty ball results in 3 extra runs for the batsman, but no extra balls for the bowler. In the last over of an innings, all penalty balls will result in 1 extra ball and only 1 run. There's no limit to balls bowled, and only 1 run is added to all penalty balls. Example 1. If a wide is bowled on the 5th ball, the batsman gets 1 run. The bowler then bowls another ball, which is also a wide. The bowler bowls another ball and the batsman gets 1 run. If a penalty ball is bowled at the end of the over, the first ball of the very next over is a free hit. For the purpose of a batsman's strike rate, all balls faced count against the batsman. 10 over changeover. When permitted, each innings will have 10 overs bowled from one end before swapping and bowling the remaining 10 overs from the other end. The fielding team will decide which end they want to start the innings and must inform the umpire during the walkout to the middle to start the innings. The umpire match official must inform both teams prior to the toss if all overs are going to be bowled from one end. The umpire match official decision regarding if the 10 over changeover will happen is final. Furthermore, retiring before 50. In cricket, a batsman may retire from his innings anytime when the ball is dead and be replaced by a teammate who is yet to be dismissed. Players are not allowed to retire before they reach 50 runs, unless otherwise agreed by the opposition captain. If it is obvious a player has a serious injury, then the opposing captain and umpire may consult and permit the player to retire. Bowling restrictions. Each team must make use of a minimum of 5 bowlers, a maximum of 4 overs per bowler. A bowler's run-up is restricted to 12 meters from the stumps. The umpire may limit the run-up to 10 meters or less if he feels the light is not good enough. No walking in is permitted, i.e. walking and running must start from on or before the mark. The umpire at square leg may gently point this out to the LMS official once the ball is dead. Fielding restrictions. A maximum of 3 fielders on each side of the pitch at all times, i.e. 3 fielders on offside and 3 on onside, except the fielding power play. The wicket-keeper has to be within 15 meters of the stump, i.e. keeper not long stop. It is the responsibility of the fielding captain to ensure that fielding restrictions are adhered to. In the event of a delivery being bowled with an illegal field, the umpire will signal a no ball, and a free hit will be awarded on the following ball. There are no inner fielding restrictions or inner circle in LMS cricket. Fielding power play. The fielding power play allows captains to set a 4-2 field for power play overs. In other words, the fielding teams allowed a maximum of 4 players on one side of the wicket during the power play overs. It is optional for the captain to have a 4-2 field or a 3-3 setting during the power play overs. The fielding power play automatically starts in the first 4 overs and the last 2 overs of an inning. Time restrictions. A team has 60 minutes to bowl their 20 overs, 3 minutes per over, with a 5-minute changeover between innings. The umpires will be strict on this. Due to this rule, no carries except wicket appeals will be taken during an over. The umpire scorer will announce the score at the end of each over. Keep queries with the umpire to a minimum and only at the end of an over. The coin toss must be done 10 minutes before the start of the game. Any deductions made by an umpire must be clearly communicated to both teams. Now we are going to talk about typical and uncommon situations in cricket. An example of an uncommon situation in regular cricket is if a batsman hits an air ball, they still need to ensure to run in order to accumulate runs as much as they can to their team's score. However, in real cricket, there's nothing to lose. If they get caught, the batsman gets out and the runs made are counted. If he doesn't get out, that's better as they now have the runs counted with a player not getting out. Therefore, In both cases, running between the wickets only becomes an advantage. However, this doesn't apply to last man standing cricket. For example, if a player is standing at the non-striker's end, the bowler bowls a full toss on the offside, and the batsman plays a pull shot on the back foot instead of playing a square drive on the front foot. In this situation, the ball is in the air and right above the fielder, on deep square leg. Hence, you aren't sure if you should make the run or not, as the probability of the fielder catching or missing the pink ball is even. Therefore, during this situation, the best decision is to not make a run and stay on the safe side. Your judgment of the fielders is also required. For example, the fielders on the pitch can be in different levels: weak, moderate, and professional. Hence, this assists you in taking your decision on whether to make the run or not. However, this comes with exceptions. For example, the game can be in its last over with 5 balls remaining and a score of 15 runs required with 8 wickets remaining, and this is perhaps the reason behind the batsman playing a lofted shot. In this case, you should definitely make the run, as you should try and accumulate as much runs as possible. Furthermore, even if both of you get out, the third and fourth down batsman could come on the field and accumulate more runs due to practicing big shots on the net while the game is running. Ultimately, it's all about your judgment of the situation in the game. Use these situations in order to take better decisions throughout the games and beat the rivals. On the other side, an example of a typical situation in normal cricket is related to catching. For example, if you are a fielder standing at fine leg, the bowler bowls a bouncer and the batsman decides to play an uppercut. It ultimately fails and is going to fall a few meters away from you. In normal cricket game situations, players tend to dive to catch the ball. However, this doesn't apply to last man standing cricket, because if a player dives and misses the pink ball, he has just lost a crucial catch which is vital to winning the game. In these situations, the player should run towards the ball at a fast pace with a good stance and wait for the ball to tip, as by then it will lose its speed. After that, catch the ball with one hand and throw it to the back. However, there could be some exceptions to the situation as well. For example, if the ball is right above you, then go ahead and catch it, as it will save you a lot of time and effort, as well as having a higher chance of conducting a double play. Secondly, if you believe that the batsman isn't in their best form, not fit, and you have a better chance of beating them as they have the strike, you can intentionally drop the ball. However, this isn't recommended, as it portrays bad sportsmanship and is ethically wrong to make an opposite team member feel weak and responsible for the loss of their team. This is evident at beginner matches where many people drop catches and immediately lose hope of getting someone out. Furthermore, while throwing the ball, you must consider speed, distance, and time. The distance you must take into consideration is how far you are from the wickets, and based on that, you decide on how fast or slow the ball should be thrown in order for the bowler or wicketkeeper to successfully catch the ball.
After having learned the rules of last man standing cricket and the positions in terms of offense and defense, it is time to learn some strategies and tactics in terms of field placement. The captain places fielders in positions designed to do things: get batsmen out by being in the right places to take catches, and prevent runs from being scored. Because wickets are at a premium, there will almost always be several fielders placed in positions whose primary purpose is to take catches. This includes fielders in the slips, gully, silly point, silly mid off, silly mid on, short leg, and leg slip. These are attacking fielders. More dispersed fielding positions in the infield are designed to prevent runs, while several are also in suitable positions to take an occasional catch. Example positions of this include point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and square leg. Positions in the outfield are mostly used solely to prevent runs. These positions include third man, deep point, deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, and fine leg. These are defensive fielders. Sometimes a fielder will be placed in the outfield specifically for a batsman who is known to hit that ball high into the outfield in a certain direction. Long off, long on, and deep mid-wicket are the most used outfield positions for this purpose. Deep mid-wicket and deep square leg in particular can be used to attack the batsman if he is known to hook short balls. With fielders in the outfield, the bowler can tempt the batsman with repeated bouncers, challenging him to try to hook the ball clear of the midfielders. Depending on the total configuration of the field, it can be described as either an attacking field designed to take wickets or a defensive field designed to prevent runs. The entire field setting also depends on the style of the bowler and what bowling tactics the captain tells his bowler to perform. Here are the basics of fielding positions in cricket. These fielding positions can be split up into three parts. The close catching infield. This area contains the fielders that are closest to the batsman. Everyone inside this ring will be about 15 yards away or closer. These are often specialist catching positions with a bit less focus on saving runs. Looking at the diagram, the close catching infield is represented by the smallest circle in the center of the diagram. The inner ring. This area contains the fielders that will usually be looking to stop the batsman running singles. Fielders in this area will usually be somewhere up to 30 yards away from the batsman. The inner ring on the diagram is represented by the smallest second circle. The outfield. This zone contains all the other areas right up until the boundary on all the sides of the wicket. Fielders placed in this zone will be there primarily to stop the batsman hitting the ball from four boundaries. The outfield is represented by the largest circle in the diagram. Although there are 36 fielding positions in cricket, each team has 9 fielders other than the wicket-keeper and the bowler. These other positions consist of slip, gully, point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, fine leg, and third man. Most of the positions are named roughly according to a system of polar coordinates in which the word leg, cover, and mid-wicket specifies the angle from the batsman and is optionally preceded by an adjective describing the distance from the batsman, such as silly, short, deep, or long. Leg refers to the leg side, which is the side of the batsman's leg. On refers to the on side, which is the batsman's leg side as well. Off refers to the batsman's off side, which is the opposite of the leg side.
Bowling technique. The proper way to grip a cricket ball is to use your index finger and middle finger to grip the top of the ball. Then use your thumb to grip the bottom of the ball, similarly to a grip that you would use for a bowling ball. Ensure that your ring finger is loosely securing the ball in your hand. Carry the cricket ball close to your chin. Then bend your elbow and be sure to extend it away from the body while you make your run up. Coil your body and lean back. Drop your elbow as you plant your bowling leg. Once you begin to drop your elbow, allow your bowling arm to fall to your side. Straighten your elbow and arm. When you plant your lead foot, straighten your elbow and allow your hand to swing towards the ground. This will straighten your bowling arm. Then, swing your arm like a windmill with your arm fully extended and release the ball with your thumb first. Then, with your index and middle finger next. This will ensure topspin on the ball and make it harder for the batter to hit the ball. Now, I'll be teaching you the proper techniques to bat, bowl, and field. Firstly, you want to grip the cricket bat properly. If you're right-handed, place your left hand on top of the handle towards the toe, which is the rounded tip of the cricket bat, with the right hand under it. Left-handers place their hands the opposite way. The thumbs and forefingers should form a V between the outside edge and the center of the bat that points towards the toe of the bat. Batting gloves should be worn to protect your fingers if they get hit from the ball. Secondly, assume the proper stance. If you're right-handed, stand sideways in the crease with your left shoulder towards the bowler. Left-handed batters do the opposite. Look straight over your shoulder towards the bowler, do not tilt your head, and spread your feet about 12 inches apart and bend your knees slightly with your weight distributed evenly on both legs. Rest the toe of the bat on the ground behind your feet near the wicket. Your top hand will rest on the inside of the thigh nearest to the bowler. Thirdly, shift your weight before hitting to the front foot for a shorter pitch and shift your weight to your back foot for a longer pitch. Try to hit the ball before it spins. If the ball is about to spin, you can advance forward and hit the ball before it spins. This will be a good way to control where the ball is placed on the field. You can play a front foot shot for a spin bowler. This gives you the advantage of a full toss delivery and the chance to face the ball before it bounces and spins. Fifth, as soon as you make contact with the ball, Roll the shoulders facing the bowler down slightly and swing the bat towards in a straight line. Use your top hand for control as you bring the bat forward to meet the ball. This will ensure that you have enough power on the ball. And lastly, follow through with your swing upwards and over your shoulders. And lastly, I will teach you the proper technique for fielding. Firstly, your knees should be bent with your feet so you can move quickly towards the ball. Your hands should be together with your fingers pointing down, and when the ball is caught, your hands should give into the body. Keep your head steady with your eyes level and watch the ball at times. And when catching the ball, keep your eyes on the ball and simply just catch the ball. And when throwing the ball to another fielder, for example, use the same technique learned when bowling, with your 2 index fingers and thumb gripping the ball and slowly releasing with your thumb first and your index and middle finger. This will then create spin as well and make it easier to throw and keep the ball on target to where you want to throw it.